Thailand's Communicable Disease Committee no longer considers COVID a dangerous infectious disease. The owner of the nightclub that burned down has been released on bail, and will Prayut resign at the end of this month? All this and much more coming up in today's program.
Today's show is brought to you by Thaiger Property for all your real estate needs in Thailand. Link in the description below.
You're watching Thailand News Today, bringing you the latest top stories in Thailand and beyond. My name is Jet Gunther, and in our first story, Thailand's National Communicable Disease Committee decided to change the status of COVID today from a dangerous infectious disease, which came into effect on March of 2020, to an infectious disease under watch, tentatively from October the 1st, as Thailand cautiously transitions to a post-pandemic status. Chaired by Public Health Minister Anutin Charnvirakul, the committee also approved a policy guideline framework encompassing several aspects of COVID-19 monitoring and containment efforts, such as controlling the spread of the disease by taking into account the number of patients hospitalized, bed occupancy, severe cases, access to vaccines and antiviral drugs, adjustment of quarantine measures, publicity campaigns to educate people of the merits of vaccination, and a legal review to correspond with the changing situation. For post-pandemic management to remain in line with the changing situation, Anutin said that the committee will allow state hospitals to produce antiviral drugs independently instead of waiting for deliveries from the government pharmaceutical organization, and to claim refunds later, like other infectious diseases, in order that the public will have improved access to medication. The committee has acknowledged that more people are getting infected, but at the same time are well informed about COVID and the importance of self-protection against infection. The committee has also approved hospital use of long-acting antibodies with patients. Health authorities are now keeping a close eye on the development of 5 confirmed infections of the COVID subvariant BA.2.75, known to be antibody resistant. The Director General of the Department of Medical Sciences outlined all the cases and warned that the subvariant could spread quickly if not properly monitored. The BA.2.5 subvariant has about 90 mutations from the early strain at the beginning of COVID, originating from Wuhan, making it able to avoid antibodies. This variant is still very rare in Thailand and will hopefully not become predominant. Currently, 91% of a sample of 380 infections in Bangkok and 80% of those in other provinces were of BA.4 or 0.5 subvariants of the Omicron variant, a total of 322 cases. There were also 58 people infected with BA.2 and 1 person with 0.1. The remaining patient was found to have the BA.2.75 subvariant. Today, Pattaya Provincial Court released the 27-year-old owner of Mountain Bee Pub on bail for 300,000 baht. He was arrested on Saturday following the tragic fire that struck Mountain Bee Pub in Sattahip district of Chonburi province, killing 15 people and injuring 40 more. The owner was released on the condition that he must wear an electric monitoring bracelet and must not tamper with evidence or cause any other mischief. The court originally authorized his detention for 12 days due to the seriousness of the accusations made against him. The accused relative subsequently filed a petition for his temporary release for 100,000 baht. He must present to court 3 more times after successfully complying with 3 rounds of bail. The owner is facing charges such as negligence causing death and opening an entertainment venue without a license. Mountain Bee Pub did not have a license and was past the opening hours specified by law and did not have fire insurance. The owner was arrested last month for opening the venue illegally, but somehow the venue opened again. Cheap, flammable sound absorption panels, which caused the fire to rip through the venue in seconds and produced billowing smoke, are thought to be the reason the fire claimed so many lives and injured many more. The fire would not spread so quickly if the owner had spent 200 baht more on each panel for non-flammable panels, according to experts. There were 50 people inside the venue, cramming out one small door at the front, and many people could not make it out in time. The leader of the National United Front of Democracy Against Dictatorship, more commonly known as the Red Shirts, yesterday invited people to protest against Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha on August the 23rd, the day before he officially stands down as Thailand's Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is expected to resign on August the 24th after 2 concurrent 4-year terms. In Section 158 of the Thai Constitution, a Prime Minister can only rule for 8 years and then stand down. But General Prayut is expected to break with constitutional law and stay on for another 4 years. Yesterday, the Red Shirts leader, Jatuporn Prompan, gave a speech at the October 14, 1973 Memorial Monument in Bangkok and invited protesters to gather on Rashadamnern Road at 4 p.m. on August the 23rd to expel the PM. He urged every protester to prepare, adding they would have a countdown to the resignation of Prime Minister Prayut until midnight on August the 24th. Jatuporn added that people had their own choices. If they wanted Prayut to remain in the position until 2027, they just need to, quote, sit and relax at home. But if people thought that it was time he should go, they should, quote, get up and fight back. Last week, various political activists and MPs discussed the constitutional conundrum. Prayut was announced as Prime Minister by the National Council for Peace and Order on August 24th in 2024 under the interim constitution of Thailand after a military coup on May the 22nd of that year. He was then announced as Prime Minister again on June 9th in 2019 in the first election after the coup. Supporters state that Prayut's period as Prime Minister began when he was officially announced as Prime Minister in 2019, which means he remains in office until 2027. His supporters insist his rise to power in 2014 was as leader of an interim government and it should not count. Many political activists have submitted documents to the Election Commission of Thailand asking the independent government agency to further investigate the total duration of the Prime Minister's time. Next Tuesday, August the 16th, and Wednesday, August the 17th, opposition parties, led by leader of the Pheu Thai Party, Cholanan Sikeo, will discuss the Prime Minister's constitutional topic with the ECT. Police raid a Chinese porn studio in mid-set in Chonburi's Sattahip district. 4 suspects were arrested during the raid at the porn studio hidden in a pool villa on Sattahip district on Friday, August the 5th, including the 33-year-old Chinese director, a Chinese interpreter, an unnamed 20-year-old male actor, and an unnamed 24-year-old actress. Police also confiscated filming equipment. Authorities traced the digital footprint of a man previously arrested for violating the Computer Crimes Act. The man had purchased a computer system with false information. The investigation of that information led police to the Chinese film group shooting pornographic movies in Pattaya and Bangkok. Police also found evidence of the group advertising for male and female Thai porn actors to participate in movies that would be screened on Chinese platforms. The names and nationalities of the actor and actress were not made public, but the actress revealed that she got paid 20,000 baht a day, while the man received 6,000 baht a day. All 4 suspects were charged with jointly producing pornographic material, which they have reportedly accepted and are waiting for further legal proceedings at Na Jom Tien police station. And that concludes our report from Thailand News Today. The show will be back tomorrow. Meanwhile, you're now up to date on the Thaiger.